and get some fringes, nigga.
I'm surprised they whole ass ain't across the street.
Them niggas bad, man.
They normally come out on Tuesday in the daytime, but the sun got to be shining on the right angle. They hit that motherfucker.
Right, the kid to play when he test the wing. Yeah.
Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ba'akadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone that rule well, and salutating to the icon teaching is true out the folk on the earth, true and city. Live the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, y'all got anything?
Yeah, I got some.
You got something?
Yeah, so basically, you know, the Lord is doing judgment on these women. You know, it was basically a report that came out. Basically, a black female or woman, you know, they say was got killed from drug overdose and went to place for treatment. You know, but the Lord is jacking up these women. It's one of the so-called black women. But I'm gonna get this. The book of Ecclesiastes 25 and 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep the house with a wicked woman. Right. Because most of our women, you know, is wicked, you know, and they commit adultery against their husband, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, they got these things called sneaky links.
Yeah, that's glorification in this world. Well, that's really an abomination, man.
Yep.
And you know, even this Snow, well, she could have been Keisha. That bitch was fine, but she was a so-called student nurse. They found her this morning. She was missing for like I think 2 days. They found her today strangled on the west side. You seen that? Yeah, but you know the policing is at an all-time low because of, you know, what everybody knows what's going on right now in the world. And you know, half of the police force damn near is gone. Probably more than that. You know, we never know the real exact numbers on things of this nature, but hey, and the elder Malcolm has been saying it for years, man. But when this shit crack, it's gonna be a lot of Diegos, you know, hits that dude off the Persian. Diego's starting to come out on these motherfuckers, right? That's why they need a hedge. That's like we need a hedge. We need Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai as our hedge in this time. And the woman is only protected by the man, the real man, because the real men are protected by the Lord. You know, so it's going to be very graphic in the up and coming times.
I got one to back up. This is Rock 36, 25. Well, I'm gonna start at 24 so you can know what the possession is. Sirach 36:24. He that giveth the wife to give the possession, help liketh himself in a field of rest. A woman is supposed to be your peace. You know, in Sirach 25 it says a wicked woman would not comfort her man in time of distress. So if you can, hey, that's the spirit. This brother pulling up. This bitch leaving the Joel Osco, some nigga woman. She talking to her like mother. Full Adam, like they having a regular conversation, and they call it RBF, rest in bitch face. Like that, you mad just for no reason. That's how the nigga woman is, man. But it's supposed to be a comfort, man. Right? Where no hedge is, where no hedge is, they're the possession and spoil. That's the point to back up, you know, the elder Murph, man. All right? Hey, a woman without a hedge is gonna be spoiled. You women out here, you're so independent. All right? You got bitches going on TikTok just to make a TikTok saying, with a plate of food, I'm feeding my children before I feed any spouse of mine. Meanwhile, bitch, that's why you single. Well, then you got the comment board lit up. Why would you want to eat for your child? Look, it's about order. The whole family gonna fucking eat. But it's about order. Your children learn to respect you, all right? And ultimately, your wife's supposed to respect you enough to make sure you looked after first.
When I was growing up, my grandparents on my father's side, they had that order where the men ate first, then the women, and then it would go by like the eldest, like grandson or daughter.
You raise spoiled children, you raise entitled children and do that, man. Right. So Rocky talks about catering to your child too much, man. Lest you think too highly of them. That rubs off on the child to make them feel entitled, man. Make them a little brat, all right, that has no self-control, that can't take no for an answer. So now they out here emotional as hell, killing every goddamn thing, throwing temper tantrums, man.
When I was working, I had this Instacart, and basically, he had his son for the weekend. He was in that whole situation. The woman got the kid. He got the kid on the weekend, and as we were driving, he took the phone away from his kid. The kid's about let's just say about 8, 9 years old, more or less. And he took the phone from him because I think he was on TikTok or some shit. I don't know what he was doing, but pretty much this kid literally had a damn temper tantrum in the car about the phone, and he literally started trying to hit the dad, man. And I was like, man, basically this whole society got our men's nuts clipped, man. Because he can't even do anything to, like, in a sense, to dad, because if he does something, then he's got to deal with that fucking dragon stuff, man. You know, that damn bitch, man.
It's illegal.
You
It's
know?
illegal to be. I say it all the time. It's illegal to be a man. And I'm just, hey, just laying back and off the brother. Like, that's what I seen when I grew up too. Like, well, my grandparents, you know, my grandmother make the food. My grandfather ate first. Then we ate. Then she ate. And then she would get his plate and take it. Not only does that show you how a woman's supposed to act, but it shows you what you're supposed to accept from a woman. It shows you what you're supposed to accept from a woman, man. And when my granddaddy came in the house, we took his boots off, the kids, like, this shit, how could you even want to be in this place, man?
I got a precept.
Shit,
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16. I'm gonna start at 21, then hop to 19 and 20. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth. And like, hey, the brothers were talking about how, hey, women are just getting smoked left and right. Everyone's getting smoked, not just women. Everybody's getting smoked. And it says, sword, famine, and great confusion. And the reason why I wanted to also bring this up is because of that great confusion, man. Hey, things aren't in order anymore, all right? And you got kids running the household, women, all right? Shit, Esau running this world, got everything all out of course, as it was in Psalms 82.
Psalms 82.
You know? Everything's all messed up, man.
Hey,
You know?
it said, that's one of the one I learned from this brother, the other brother Benji, man. That Job, what's that, Job 10 or 20 or 20?
Yeah.
10, darkness without light.
Yep.
Now, Job, exactly. He said it. He said a land where darkness as his light. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. This
Go
is
ahead.
Job chapter 10, and I'll start at 21. This is Job chapter 10, verse 21. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and out of the shadow of death, without any order,
With no order.
and where the light is as darkness.
Right, and that's why when you go, and that's prophecy, because Job, you know, the book of Job is notably known for, you know, the affliction of Job and how he rose from that persecution. But it's a lot of prophecies of Job. It was in order during the time of Job. That's why he said this was a prophecy. Same thing in the time of King David. He was prophesying when he said, "Yea, though he walked through the valley of death, the valley of the shadow of death." They were speaking about America. That's why Isaiah said, "Woe to those who call good evil, evil good. Put darkness for light." That's Isaiah 5 and 20. You got the song? Bring it out real quick.
Psalm 82 and 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Exactly. The women want to be men. The men want to be women. The children want to be adults. The adults want to be children. Now, granted, even though we don't participate in that wickedness that Hallows Eve, but when you look on like your Instagram feed or the TikTok or YouTube, whatever, or you just walk around the streets in whatever city you in, it be more, but especially on the social media, because you see more, it be more adults dressed up. You know, like this nigga Kanye West said, Halloween is the only time where adult gets to be their self. It be more fucking adults into this shit than a kid. Now my wicked ass auntie them used to take us on trick or treating and shit back in the early 90s and shit. You know, but, and you never seen no shit like that. This place is folly, man.
1 Corinthians 11 and 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahushai is the Most High. So you see, there's an order to everything. You see, and going into that, all the foundations of the earth are out of course. Hey, there's an order to everything, man.
I got something back to up. This book of Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord had created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall surpass a man. When pertaining to Job 9 and 24, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. You know, this is what Esau allows. You know, he allows the Jade woman to be of the Israelite man. You know, it's basically, you know, confusion. You know this man is wicked. You know this is basically, you know, him, you know, destroying the Israelite household by having our woman over us.
That's right.
Like the brother had made a point a couple years ago. The brother, I don't know the brother's name, but he like the head brother, GMS Solemn Assembly. He had made a point with that. He was saying like what Esau did is just like in nature. When they study the male line, you take out the male line and you attack the cubs and the woman, and they just don't follow you because that's how the lions are, man. And he might just kill the kids if the bitch don't comply. But now you have the woman complying, and what she's raising these nobodies. That's why all these black and Latino males, you know, they walking around, they the gang banging, or they part of the broke rich generation.
They raised a bunch of narcissistic children because their mother told them, "Oh, you're my king." This mother's raising her son, and he's her king. Let me cater to you because I ain't got a man to cater to because I'm naturally built to be like this. Talking about the woman. So she does and pours this energy to her damn child, and this little nigga never learns actual life. You know, he never learns to man up. It's a rock. Now, I gotta grab it. It talks about don't go to yourself every time he cries. You know, let you think too much of it, and it goes right back to growing up to be a damn a proudful motherfucker, man.
A degenerate.
Right. You don't grow up being fucking life is about you. Because your mother made it all about you. You go off in school, instead of her whipping your ass, she cussing the damn teacher out. The next woman cussing the teacher out for getting on your ass, man. That's madness, bro. You'd have been a damn dickhead and the teacher can't even discipline you.
Hey, man.
She should have called me instead of going,
exactly.
It takes a village. Ever heard that?
Yep. That's right.
The ancient world, the priest would whip, and the priest would grown men ass, man.
In front of everybody. In front of everybody. That's called open rebuke. That's why the scriptures say open rebuke is better than secret love.
That's right.
It says that it's better than the wounds of a faithful friend and the kisses of an enemy. How did the Lord get betrayed? By the kiss of a friend, man.
Back up, that's on the back of St. Benji. This is 2nd Ezra 5 and 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be off sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. And that's what we're seeing right now. Especially this new generation, man. These kids are just through, man. They attack their grandparents. They attack their, fathers, mothers. All right, they swear at them. Okay.
Right.
You know.
That shit madness. In the 90s, growing up, that's the shit on Def Comedy Channel. They make fun of Edomite children for that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you go to your white friend's house. They say, fuck you, mom. They're like, oh no, you can't be like that. Or if they talk about, when their white friend comes to their so-called white, come to their crib, they be like, you gonna come take that from her?
Man.
And then they take the Israel advice. They knocked out. That was a joke back there, man.
It was. I remember one time I really thought. I remember I went home from school. I got suspended or something. The teacher wrote a note or something or shit. I really thought I wasn't gonna get my ass whooped. I'm like, man, this shit really, it didn't even feel real. I'm like, man, I didn't get my ass whooped. Man, I woke up the next morning, motherfuckers was over my ass with extension cord, whacking my stupid ass, man. That shit was hilarious. I look back now, that shit was funny as hell, man. I was salty as fuck. Like, now I'm gonna put it in your head before you go to school not to do some stupid shit.
Yep, these last two generations, man, monsters have been produced. You know, monsters have been produced.
Another quick one right here. This is Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And that's the result. You're seeing the results of that right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Not only do these women raise these kids to be animals and to be monsters, but they actively teach them to hate their fathers as well, man.
Oh, yeah.
And to be disrespectful to their fathers as well, man.
That's it to any man.
That's right. That's right.
In any man.
Yep.
Right.
Any man, bro.
And that leads to you not being able to have respect for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because those are the ultimate men. And that's why these people are godless out here, man. They don't have no respect for no authority, no masculine energy, nothing like that, man. They just want to go off of how they feel about shit, man.
Yep. These women taught them to bow down to women. Even the most gangsters nigga, he done caught 10 bodies. And he go bow down to his bitch. Right. Lil Durk supposed to be this gangsta ass nigga.
Oh man.
But he's over there simping over his bitch. Alright,
drinking
these
bath
niggas
water.
sipping hard for these damn niggas, man. And a lot of these niggas is killing niggas over some black bitch
Right.
who getting smacked while he locked up. She on the phone. Hey, this Joey? Got my event pregnant? Stay with your mama?
Oh, nigga be like, when we was watching it, I'm like, man. And what up, man? We back.
I got so mad, bro. I think I'm not watching Baby Boy, man.
He got fired up. He went home and kicked that bitch out. It was me, you, Captain Lee, and Bunny out.
Yeah, boy, it was good.
Because we went to grab that chicken. He got fired up and said, I gotta go kick this bitch out. The black woman out of line. That shit out of line. Because you gotta really think, like, in the world, you be watching that shit. When I was in the world, you know, niggas just used to watch that shit. You don't think nothing of it, but Snoop was really, they really made this nigga to be the bad guy, bro. Like, he really wasn't the bad guy. They made Melvin out to be a bad, but that goes back to what Pataka Law was just saying, like, how it ultimately leads to you not respecting the male authority figure, because Melvin was really trying to lace the niggas with some game, man. He was really trying to show, if y'all gonna be in the street, this what you do, this what you don't do, and they, nigga ain't my mama.
And Melvin cut him too. He said, look, this is my woman. She'll never be your woman.
Now,
Because these little niggas got, but that comes their mama, kissing them in their mouth, all type of shit,
right,
man.
fuck, bro.
You know, just that extra, man.
hey, they even made a meme, because you know how they having them little kids, like 5 years old, with like Gucci belts and t-shirts and fades and shit, with the liners and the earrings and shit tossing. These bitches can't get no man, so they raise their kids to look like the nigga who left them.
Yeah.
Take a picture in front of the car like this.
That's why all these niggas be when they see you with a non-black woman or something like that, they'll, ain't your mama black?
They be the most gangsters nigga too.
Yeah.
Oh, your black queen.
Black,
you
yeah.
out there killing niggas. What you talking
Come
about?
on, bro. And why the fuck would I, not that, you know, why would you be trying to compare the woman that you dealing with your mama?
That's the first, you know, that's the first thing
That
I'll
don't
tell
make
you.
no sense, man.
You know, that's the first thing. What you want to have sex with your mama or something?
It don't make no sense. And we're not talking about behavioral aspects either. These niggas go straight for physical description when they talk about ain't your mama this. Like, nigga, what is your problem, bro? That's nasty, bro. Like, at least say, if you gonna say, and you want a woman like your mama, it should be like how she treat a man properly, and that's how you want a woman to treat you.
I told
you
my,
niggas want a woman that look like your mama directly. You niggas fucking crazy,
I told my mama knew, man, before she died. I said I'd never be with a woman like you or my motherfucking grandma, cause y'all ass out of line. I said I could never be my stepfather. Well, the dude who was with my mama, you know, when she was committing adultery back and forth with him and my old man. So I'd never be like either one of their ass. Neither one of them. Especially when it comes time to deal with no goddamn woman. Well, in that aspect, because for the most part, they both were stand-up guys to this world's aspect and how they dealt with their children. But that woman shit, get the fuck out of here.
Niggas selling bricks and killing niggas and then go home and the bitch tell them to shut up and they go sit in the corner.
I said Marvin ain't my daddy, but his ass better than you. You fucking out of line.
This is the book of Proverbs.
Yeah, shit, man.
This is the book of Proverbs 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness.
That's called no responsibility, no accountability, and no shame. You cannot, it's no way to shame the black woman. This brother brought that out the other day. It's no way to shame the women of our nation, man. It's very hard. Because there's no foundation built. That's why you know, even back in the day in the streets, especially in the world, you know, you used to hear old sayings like, you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. That's why you can't shame them. You can't shame these niggas. They snitch on their homies left and right. Niggas that you was just with for fucking 10 years. It ain't like this a nigga you never met. I'm talking about they snitch on their homies, they kill them, they try to have sex with their woman behind their back, all type of just, because they was raised by the black woman.
Wait for niggas to move the joint so they can take their bitch.
Man, I done seen it, man.
Shit, man.
Hey, this is Jeremiah 6 and 15. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? They were not all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall. Jeremiah 6:15. Were they ashamed they had committed abomination? They were not all ashamed, neither could they blush. They never seen a nigga blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall. At the time that I visit them, they shall be cast down, saith Yahweh. Hey, these people, they rejoice in their folly, man. All right? Hey, it said they declare their sin in Sodom. They hide it not. All right? They declare all their disorder, man, what they into. They got the slut box. These niggas glorify murdering one another. They glorify fucking another man's bitch.
Glorify being a stepdad.
Right, and then instead of
Stepdad.
duking a bitch, the nigga tell you, you better marry that woman and you want to keep it and marry her. Like, nigga, what's the duke? Bitch, don't be a slut.
Right, where's the
What the
rebuke?
fuck?
Right here. Proverbs say wickedness. They look at wickedness like a sport. It's
Yeah.
blood to them, man.
Yeah.
They
They love it. They said they desire the net of evil men. See, we get on Esau for setting the system up. But to be honest, these niggas was doing this shit before Esau got in power, man. Now they father the devil. Esau just gave them license to do it, man.
Free dude.
Yeah, he gave them free dude. That's right, brother. You know, niggas was already simping, man. You read Jeremiah, what's that, 18 or 44? 44, yeah. Them bitches, wait, was not our husbands that we were serving the queen of heaven? They cussed the prophet out and then said their husbands didn't even give a shit. They fucking.
He said we had, but it go back to that spirit of Egypt because he's let you know we had quails and melons there. We had this and that. Jake loves instant gratification, man. They can't deprive themselves no type of shit that feel good, man. They have no balance, man.
They got their woman, they got to hit up their woman ass. So when that woman complain, they get all broke down in spirit, and now they complaining about the same shit. Hell no, put her in check, man.
Check that bitch.
She'll be alright. You alright, she alright. Shit.
I got a couple actually, but just to land back
Lots
on.
of sugar she wrote.
Go ahead, Batata.
Just to land back off what the elders were saying and how Jake was already in this foolishness before Esau came along. This Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 31, therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. And that's what's happening, man. You niggas getting the whole buffet table of all of this wild ass shit that we've been doing all across the board, man. And then,
reaping what they've sown, man.
right.
And that's why Jake is dying left and right. All right, they're going through torments right now. Shit's really happening out here, man. If you're paying attention.
I did the same lesson. It wasn't the same exact lesson, but damn near. I did it the same time. I did the same lesson about 3 times, man. And it's called The Worst Niggas That Were Ever on the Planet Are Alive Today.
Hopefully you gonna go scoop one of them niggas up right now.
Scoop they ass up like from a cartoon. Like a piece of smashed fucking cheese.
It was like this shit that I saw when I put in the bishop room when I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
So that judgment day, that motherfucker was laid out, man. He was just dead, man, on the fucking main road.
And a lot of y'all niggas that's dying right now, y'all not getting merciful deaths. And in spirit, I believe y'all dying right now to come back as babies when this shit go down, man. And get eaten or a fucking, Lil Ray Ray, you're gonna become Lil Ray Ray the fucking chicken nugget. And get that missile. That's right, man, because you gotta feel that. The Lord, the Apostle Elder Taha brought it out, the Lord required a sacrifice, man.
Revelation, it says, man, like the grave shall be open.
Exactly.
To get that fire, man. So we don't see it. You may be going back. Lord, hey, when Yahushua died, hey, dead people walk the earth again, man. They was back on earth, so it's not far out that it happened again, man, for the wickedness that how back to get that people of destruction. That's right offense that we did about it, both the houses of Israel and Judah, man. The prophet's been out here, shit, since the 50s, man. Alright? Since the 50s, starting with Outer Biblics, man, the prophets have been crying against Babylon, man, against the wickedness of our people. And you refuse to hear it, man. So what's left for you, man? And if the salt has lost its flavor, what good is it, man? So compared to the fire.
It's the book of 1 Peter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? Right, judgments begin when 2/3 of our people first. A lot of niggas be dying by drive-bys. A lot of niggas be dying in prison. A lot of niggas be getting killed by cops out here.
Right.
It's like the judgment begins with us.
Us. Because we held to that standard.
Right. That's why we're going through affliction now, man. It says, be judged now so we don't be judged by the world. And then after us, it goes to the heads of Israel, these fake leaders, and then the 2/3. That's why it says how much worse for the unbelievers. You know, because what we going through is chastisement, light affliction. What they finna go through is death by pain.
God, that's why he said, I will search Jerusalem with candles for the men that sat upon their least. The Lord has to deal with us. And like you said, the righteous is scarce to be saved. How much more the ungodly and the sinner? All right, he definitely got to check us first. But hey, like the world has this saying, laugh now, cry later. We cry now so we can laugh later. Because the Lord is making the mark of exemption for the men that cry inside for the abominations that's done in the midst thereof. This is just going back to that death like the elder brother was going into. It's Jeremiah 9, and this how you know you niggas just go down with these people. This is Jeremiah 9. This is Jeremiah 9 and 26. Egypt and Judah, see, it says Egypt and Judah and Edom and the children of Ammon and Moab and all that are in the utmost corners that dwell in the wilderness, for all these nations are uncircumcised, and all the house of Israel are uncircumcised in the heart. So they got to die to death for the heathens, man. They got to die to death for the uncircumcised because they are heathens, man. The Lord is going to deal with them as he dealt with the heathens because they, I think that's in Isaiah. He said they made a covenant with death. They made a covenant with death. You became heathens. That's why in Psalm 50 and 16 he said, but unto the wicked he said, what hast thou to declare my statutes? It goes back to E and Jacob being wicked. John 8 and 44, the elder brother quoted it earlier. You know, you niggas are through.
I got precept. This is Isaiah 13 and 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Hey, so if you're going to attach yourself unto the system, if you're an Israelite, hey, you're going to get that heathen's judgment, man. Hey, what is it? Those 4 sword judgments.
That's right.
All these terrible plagues that are written in the scriptures. And look, man, when you guys are going through these calamities, and you're going to suffer, man. Starving to death is a fast process, man.
Hey, real quick, I was watching a Joe Rogan interview, and he had one of these chicks from North Korea that escaped from over there. And she was talking about motherfuckers starving so bad. She was talking about motherfuckers over there was starving so bad that dude was just on the ground, couldn't move. His flesh was eating itself, so he had a hole in his in his skin. And the nigga don't even like you get they were saying like it comes to a point where you just don't even feel shit no more. You just there in existence, man.
It's like I was thinking about that. Was it the movie? I think it's the movie The Rope. When they go into that house, they go into the basement. You had all them. You had basically cannibals that owned that house, and they had like fucking 20 people in there just pining away, and they would just hack off a limb here and there, and a little bit at a time.
Burn it so they don't bleed
Yeah,
out.
man.
Yep.
That shit was wild as hell, and that shit's gonna come back. Shit's probably happening now, man. We might have something happening in one of these high rises, man.
These right. Getting freaked out to it, yeah, Benji. I see you. I see you, Papa Love, brother. Good Lord, let me just get one of them, man. That shit milk magnesium. Man, that's White Castle right there. Come on, man. The Doc Martens get the shit started. They boots on the ground. They just walking the wrong way. They lucky it's the Sabbath. And we on the Lord's time. Go ahead.
Doing that picture.
The bags that brother up, and he said it was a fast process. It's really a slow process. Yeah, when you hallucinating and you hunger, you dying for hunger, you actually your body started hallucinating. You start to want everything that you see.
Right.
And that's why you tell you in Proverbs, they tell you you want the fruit of the field. Basically, you want everything you desire. So everything that you when you so hungry and you hallucinating and you stricken in what you want, and it's not there's no hell bars. You'll eat yourself. You'll eat you. Shit. You'll eat your children and everything, man.
Yeah, that's why in them cartoons niggas be hungry. They look at a motherfucker and he look like a talking steak, man, or a motherfucking chicken or something, man. That's how you niggas gonna be looking at each other.
Let me see a big ass gorilla.
Nigga, this head just turned into a steak.
This is Lamentations 4 in verse 9. It says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. for these pine away. And that's what the brother Batakala was just going into when he was talking about the Korean lady. They was pining away. It says shrinking through for want of the fields. The hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. All right, and they show you that in the Book of Kings. It says that the hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. That's gonna be the judgment of a lot of you women who like the elder brother Batazawani was just bringing out, man, who king your children. My son is my king.
Wow.
He about to be your dinner, bitch.
Wow.
All right, little Ray Ray, the nigga nugget.
And for them niggas, for your sons to be kings, you bitches sure treat them right.
Right. They were right. They were their
Right.
meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. Yahweh have accomplished his fury. He have poured out his fierce anger and have kindled a fire in Zion and devoured the foundations thereof. And that's especially you whores who walked out on men of the Lord. Y'all really gonna get that judgment, man. Since you what? And then like the elder brother Kazak was bringing out, man, you know these bitches will leave a brother and try to go teach some nigga like Ray Ray a breakdown.
Hold that, they're gonna find one.
Bitch,
They're
you
gonna find a J-Drew.
A
They're
J-Drew.
gonna find a J-Drew that's simping for the women.
Oh yeah. Oh like shit, like one of my wives, so-called wives, right? His bitch in the all black conscious community.
You wouldn't have got beside none of them, huh?
Said, sister, you let that brother tell you wasn't the. Yeah, nah, this shit it's funny as hell to me.
Bitches cooking them niggas spaghetti every day.
Every day. Oh, they like it. Because one of my little brothers was into that shit. That nigga's everything, man. I don't know what that nigga is, but I remember when I first found out the truth. When I came into the truth, we was both gang banging and shit, but when I first came into the truth, I'm like, man, you know how you get hyped up and try to tell everybody and shit. So this is the first nigga I come to. This is my nigga. So he coming to the commit. And I was just we was just going back and forth, and I was talking about, man, you can't pop no bitch on her period, man, or you really ain't even supposed to be around her, but we in captivity. And he was like, this like 08, 09. This nigga comes up with some rambunctious shit. He come up with the command, bro. This nigga say, what? That's when the life leaving the woman. So that's when the spirituality is deep. You gotta have. That's when you're really supposed to be closer to your woman and have the most sex with her. You niggas are crazy, man.
That's death coming up. That's how
Right.
picking out the egg that didn't get fertilized, man. That shit is still death. You can't even reproduce.
So she ain't even gotta make the nigga spaghetti, man. You know what's going on.
That's why these niggas be so ready to do some crazy shit over these bitches, man.
Right. Right.
That shit put demons over, man.
Them niggas are command off the chain, man.
Niggas in general, bro.
Niggas in general off the chain.
They
Man.
wild enough to be a bitch that fucking ain't homie.
I was just gonna say that. You kill a nigga over these tricks. You get 55 years of your fucking life taken away from you, man. Because you was raised by a bitch like that. So now you are effeminate, impulsive, you know? That shit on the boondocks, a nigga moment.
Right.
Every day of your life you having a fucking nigga moment. Risking your life, man, and your freedom.
Life is
One big episode of a nigga moment.
never end.
I got something. This is the book of 1 Esdras 4:27. Many also have perished have erred and sinned for women. Verse 28. And now do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his
Now,
power?
Salaki, read 26.
26.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it.
This is the book of 1 Esdras
You gotta get
4:26.
into it.
This is the book of 1 Esdras 4:22. But this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman?
And that's what all of these niggas out here know, man. They simping and they go to work hard as hell and come home and bring their fucking check to the woman, man. Letting her make the decisions for no fucking clear reason, man.
Validating that extra hard for her. When you read Proverbs 31, this may be a shock to a lot of people. When you read Proverbs 31, that woman, she actually increased their man's value, not as personal value, but as far as monetarily. Hey look, a woman is a helpmate. It says she bought a field, she sold clothes, she know how merchandise is good. A woman's supposed to be good with that shit, man. make doing those mix and match, man. Whatever it may be, coming up with good side hustles, man. All right, in
Exactly.
America, how much more in America should the woman got the advantage here, man? But then you got these niggas and these bitches think you gotta bow down to these bitches. But they got the advantage.
That's supposed to
When
help
you
you
read
out.
Proverbs, you say how man, he was a brother, apparently he was a brother of truth, and say he sat in the gates amongst the elders. That was his job, man. He did the work of the Lord. And she brought in money. And he managed it, man. He fucking managed it.
Right.
Alright? That's just what it is, man. Alright, the word woman means female servant.
Right.
Alright, we gotta labor and toil, you know, under the curse that was put to Adam. Ultimately, we're doing that in this truth. But your woman, man, she clear. Go get that money, man. Learn how to bake. And then put that shit on TikTok and get some followers, bitch. And ship them cakes out.
Right.
Then you got the free foods, you got link card, you got Section 8. Then we Israelites, so you know what real marriage is. So if you with me, you know we ain't got to get legally married and we can really break the so-called white man system. But no.
They'd rather be driving a car that's gonna crash than safely get to their destination, man. Because they want to drive.
And the
They wanna
destination
do
is
it.
salvation. And you can't drive to that destination. The man has to drive to that salvation.
Got something back up. This is Proverbs 14:1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish woman plucketh it down with her hands. And that's the modern day woman is the second part of that verse. They just pluck down the house. You try to, like you're building up a wall, right? You build up one side of the house, you're going to the next. While you're building up the one side, the bitch is fucking tearing down the wall you just built, man.
Hey, she got that Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck spirit. Mickey Mouse built the house and Donald Duck fucked it up.
Oh, yeah.
Bitch is Donald Duck, man.
Just so these words we misconstrued. I ain't saying niggas supposed to be in the house eating motherfucking Fruit Loops all day.
God.
I'm saying there's a woman that's to help me. She should be bringing in financial help, man.
Right.
And she actually, in this society, should be breaking it in, man.
Right.
Breaking it.
Get all the benefits.
She got the benefits. They get first-time homeowner grants.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, they get grants for school. She can go to school for nothing and get free money for that, man.
Right.
All right? Plus the food stamp, plus all the cash assistance, just like Atlanta. They giving black women money just because right now. It's a tech run.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta go to Atlanta and break something.
Right. Man, fuck that. And like the elder Benji was saying, man, you women supposed to be making the money because it's more easy for you to make the money in this society. But instead of understanding that, you women want to look down on motherfuckers because you make more money, not taking into account the fact that it's rigged for you to do that. They set it up so you can make more money, and instead of helping your man out with that, you throw it in his damn face.
Yep.
Fuck. Proverbs, shit.
It should be perfect. The way the Lord got things set up is perfect. Then the man say the man got both the women. He got his crib, and then there's 2 extra cribs for the 2 women he got. That's 3 households. They could be living in one household instead of paying $3,000 for each fucking house they in. They could be paying $1,500. Have a nice 3-4 bedroom spot with a nice hot tub, bath in there.
Ain't gotta pay
You got
no,
extra money,
babysitter.
right?
Babysitter,
No more
child care.
postpartum depression. You got help now. But y'all don't think about that. As soon as you mention polygamy, the woman say, well, the man's supposed to be able to take care of all of them. But that's not the case.
What scripture is that, bitch?
They misinterpret the Exodus, man.
Yeah.
The Exodus talking about duty of marriage and raiment. He must provide. That's talking about a man that bought a female servant, an actual servant. Because you buy a man servant, you know, he get to get released. A female servant is yours forever. She can't be redeemed. She can't be bought back by her family. She's yours forever. So you gotta look after her. She gotta be straight. So they have to work provided for her so she can get paid and be taken care of still. Now they talking about an actual wife, man.
This
You know?
is Proverbs.
And naturally as a man still gonna do what he gotta do.
Of course.
But a woman is supposed to be a helpmeet. This society is good for you. So help, bring. Hey, you gotta use what you got to get what you want.
Shit.
Make that money.
Don't let that money make you.
Yeah.
I don't mean that no whoremongering play, man.
God.
It's just, the right hand.
Transferring this scripture into modern day times, man. So let you know, like a lot of you, especially you stupid ass niggas that kill it, man. They talk about, oh, how does that Bible affect me today?
Everybody
That's like their biggest thing, man. that Bible, man, the Most High is gonna rip you niggas to pieces. First, look, man, that's the worst thing to ever be in, man. Outside of the Israel, well, the worst thing to ever be is the Israelite teaching false doctrine who know the Israelites. That's first. Then all you Egypt niggas, man. You Egypt niggas and you Muslims, man, you niggas finished, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because the first disrespect y'all got is toward the Bible, man.
Hey man, and when it comes to the because the Elder Benji said it's not in the whoremonger's way, and that's right. You bitches don't even gotta go to college. You can get a job paying $50,000-$60,000 to work at a reception desk, man. Just walking in there. Especially you so-called black women. All these damn quotas that they got, you fit like 3 quotas in one person. They gonna hire you. But you bitches wanna go and get that job and then act like you tough and shit, man.
And that's why y'all end up missing.
Because Esau only want to let him work for minimum wage.
Esau want to put the man in the fact he get damn lung cancer.
And fuck his dick up.
Right.
So he can't have sex with the white woman. But that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. I worked in a lot of factories. He putting that anaconda in the community, man.
This is Proverbs 31 and 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Right, because the reason why she's so valuable is because number 1, she's rare, she's fine, a virtuous woman. And number 2, she does all these things that the brothers is going into that can add on to your life, you know, to make it prosperous. You know, take off pain from you.
Y'all got shit backwards. A man ain't here to make, hey, somebody got that First Corinthians, the one was made for the man. The man ain't here to make your life comfortable. You here to make that man comfortable. And if everything was set up in order of the Lord, it'll be easier to be in hell. This ain't our rest, but it'll be better off if y'all follow their order, man. Even for yourselves. You know, that Proverbs 31 heavy, man. The woman was the last one sleep in the house and the first one awake, man. These women ain't even got a comfort. Hey, look, we in Chicago. These women ain't even got a, that word mother means nurturer. When Jacob's mother died, Isaac's mother died, his father sent for a wife for him to comfort him, to be a nurse to him, man. To comfort him that his mother was gone, man.
Hey, and they ain't had no great fucking ceremony with a fucking jagged edge and so-called red run. They got it on. Right. Play, they ain't had it. And I'm gonna tell you, and I did a lesson on it like 5 years ago, man. Tell you brothers, man, to what to accept from these women. I did a lesson called These Hoes Ain't Rebecca. And what I mean by that is, he didn't have to have no great fucking ceremony, all right? Her family wasn't stalking, hardcore in the Lord, all right? He didn't have to come with no, he said, this your Lord right here. He took it. He said he was comforted for his mother, definitely popped it, man. You hoes ain't Rebecca, man. You so-called sisters in the truth, man.
Right, ain't even virgins. They talking about to wait. Oh, I'm waiting. This ain't the ancient world, brother.
Oh, and one thing about it,
They waiting for that nigga off the block to sneak in the back door.
that's what they waiting for, a little phone them. And look, and the scripture, when you actually go into that, and that's one scripture I use to actually go into the virginity, because we know the Lord wasn't of a virgin birth, but it's a good point that's made in that Genesis. It said because she was a damsel and she was a virgin. She was a young lady and she was a lady that never had sex.
Right.
All right, because when you go into that version when it concerns the Lord, she was a damsel. She was just a young woman who had Ayawalami, right. So that's a point to make. When you really go into both of them together, you'll actually know what kind of version that Mary actually was. She was just a young lady. Her and Joseph was having sex.
And she could have been, guess what? She could have been 13 years old. And Joseph could have been 25. And that's lawful.
Right.
God damn it.
Hey, but you know what?
They could have been 12.
Hey,
And that's lawful.
they listen to the tree huggers, man. Hey, listen, man. You can't do that. You can't, which is in the Bible that your president swear on. All right, that they swearing on the court of law. You can't, it's illegal for you to so-called marry 2 or 3 women, but you can marry a fucking tree, man. Right. You can marry a fucking tree.
Two men can get married.
Two men can get married.
A dude married a roller coaster. It was rather marry his goddamn self.
That means he don't gotta wait in line.
That nigga did. That nigga did. He still got to wait around.
He heartbroken when he mother ride that ride. Come on, man. That roller coaster shit in the adultery.
That motherfucker in the door.
That motherfucker merry-go-round, boy. Talk about the cock carry sale.
See, this is a place for the future, man.
But back to the point.
That's a real
To the spirit,
criteria.
right?
That's crazy.
Hey, but
Shit,
hey,
man.
back to the point, yeah, man. Hey, these women don't even got that motherly spirit on them, man, that nurturing spirit. When you read that Proverbs 31, it talks about how she didn't have to worry about her family, including her husband, suffering the cold. And she made sure he was straight, man. A woman won't even think to give you a fucking scarf in the wintertime. They think it's your job to make sure they straight. As a man is rough. Men come in here with a couple hoodies on and be straight.
Yeah.
A woman's supposed to be like, well, maybe, let's put a hat on, let's get a scarf. Baby, huh, here you go. I ordered this thermos for you. That's those some, I'm worried about you shit. That's nurturing. These women don't got that spirit on them, man.
Our women don't.
She's supposed to be waiting at the door with that coat for you, man.
I know, yeah, I was telling the brother. Because I be dating this, well, I'm bold in this chick. She in the stable. You know, she an Eastern European chick, and she only been in America for 6 years. And she's 30. She only been, right. She only been here, she been over there for the most part of her life, you know, but man, I was going to look for my coat and she gave me the treatment, but when it started getting cold and I started wearing coats over the chick crib, man, I'm going to look for the coat. I'm like, where the fuck my coat at, man? I'm trying to rush out. The bitch standing there with the coat like this. Put my arms in it, put the arms in it, yeah. Lift it up, yeah, man.
I bet you think for the devil, you come over, take it
Yeah.
off, hang it up.
100%.
I'm leaving, I'm looking for my gun. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to run it. She's in the closet already.
Yeah.
Gotta get a foreign chick, man.
You gotta get it there. Because the nigga here, we speaking about non-black women, man. Because the kings is at the castles.
Hey, man.
That's all I'm gonna say.
He talking about sitting down and eat, and the whole everybody got served their food, but she won't take a bite unless you take your bite first, man. And if you get up and you go do something, can I eat? Before she just presumptuously sit down. As soon as you give a black bitch something, she's smacking her fucking lips, man.
It's never good.
Come on, man.
I got something. This is the book of Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
So they gonna be humble. All right, they gonna understand. Look, we gotta actually not. This damn sound on TikTok. They ask you what do I bring to the table? I am the table. A loud mouth black bitch that had 20 husbands yesterday.
Like Combo said, I'm the
Damn.
fucking house, man. What are you talking about?
No, the man is the house and the table.
Crazy.
What the fuck are you doing to build this house up, man? You know, but look, and say they gonna humble down. They gonna say, look, they gonna get out there and tell me, oh, you own us. You gotta do this for us. No, man, y'all was made for us, man. What are you doing for me? That's madness, man. Hey, we ain't built to cater to no bitch.
That don't even make no sense. The brother, you still got that on him?
Oh yeah.
Cause y'all he ain't never stopped, man. That's the spirit, man.
I'm gonna get that Corinthians.
Time, man.
Yeah, come on. This is the book of
He said we gotta make our own apparel. Provide our own food, man.
Right.
These
Right.
bitches just take niggas, take them out to the biggest lobster of their life, man. Which is a fucking
Wicked.
abomination.
Sounds like that bitch on the book yesterday. She went to the Salt Bay restaurant.
Oh,
motherfucking
man.
tab like 7 stacks.
Man.
This bitch talking about some, you're not a real man if you can't pay for
Oh,
this
yeah, I
bill.
saw that shit.
Nigga
Wow,
had
man.
that profile, he said, boy, this
Single.
That shit is ridiculous,
Bitch
man.
got kids and everything talking about you need to spend 7 stacks on a steak and some french fries,
That's
man.
not even wise. That's not even wise. You got kids. I mean, you got it, you know, whatever. That's not wise to put 7 beds to this one night of fun. And you got a whole family to take care of. That's why these bitches in debt. All right? That's why these bitches in debt and increase their debt, man.
Cause ain't no man presiding over their money.
That's
That's
right.
When a woman get up check, she should be making sure you manage that shit. That's your money. She ain't got no money. Hey, it ain't no such thing as called the house of this woman. It's the house of David, the house of Abraham, the house of Antiochus.
That's right.
All right? You wait. The Lord, hey, it's 2022, man. We got take your balls back, man.
Right.
We gotta take our balls back, man. No matter, hey, you can love that bitch to death. It don't matter. If she ain't right, doing right and in order with you, man. But, hey, the best thing for you, man, is cut
Kick
that
it to
bitch
the
off.
curb. Listen, if she don't love you, she don't love her fucking self.
Right.
Hey, King David put a bitch away for scoffing him for just dancing. All she did, you know what she did? In modern terms, she basically all she did was say, you a regular ass nigga.
Yep, called him an average guy.
Yep, she called him an average Joe.
She
That
said
was
like
enough.
one of the regular fellows.
Yep.
Something of that nature.
Yep. And that was enough for the king to say, you know what? I'm gonna be in more base in my own side. He said, what I'm finna do, yo, I'm low, I'm finna show you low. I ain't even gonna fuck you now, bitch. And the divorce, he just ain't gonna fuck. But she still belong to him. He ain't papa.
Right. Yes, bitch.
Hey,
Hey,
the ultimate trap.
and he said all this I did this before the Lord who put me over your father.
Right.
Bitch, how about that? He checked the ass, man. Hey,
So remember that, brothers. Hey, the Lord called us to His glorious King and the glorious kingdom of His Son, man, Yahweh Shai. All right. Now, of course, you know you have mercy, you deal with how you deal with it. But hey, remember, man, we the kings, man.
Right.
Yep.
All right.
So
Shit.
Back
And
in
leave not. Don't stand in your honor, man.
that's right.
Don't stand in your honor, man. That's what Sirach tell us.
That's
Keep
right.
the preeminence, man. They ain't supposed to be over us, man.
Right.
back in that first Ezra 122, like this.
And you watched too much Jason Lyric growing up, man. I tell you,
And Boy King was right.
The problem is
Ready to
too much Jason Lyric, man.
That bitch, Jay. Oh, that nigga Forrest Whitaker. Mad Dog. What's his name?
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
It's my leg, huh? It's my leg, nigga. My leg.
Nigga Mad Dog was violent, man. My leg. That bitch, Jay. You see Jay the Beacon out of line. And that nigga Boy King was right. Killed that bitch, Jay. Oh shit, go ahead, brother.
This is back in the first Ezra 122. By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? Verse 23. Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon the rivers.
Don't do anything for these bitches, man. Because, you know, the woman is the man's glory. But we got to keep honor. Hey, just like, hey, we the Lord's glory. We his woman, right?
That's right.
The Lord still ain't hesitate to
that's the way.
to show us how strong his hand is, man.
Right.
I don't want to say pimp hand. 'cause it's glory.
Yeah,
But he ain't hesitate to show us how strong his hand is,
No, I
man. He
thought
slapped
about
the
it.
fuck out of us, man. He put us in check. Cause you can love a motherfucker, but order is important, man. Respect is important. All right, the Lord said, "You love me, keep my commandments." A bitch not honoring you, then that ain't love, man.
Right.
And you ain't honoring the Lord if you let a woman play with you like that. Cause see, that's one thing about it is, man. If especially with these so-called sisters in the truth, man, they don't even believe that you believe what you believe if you let them get away with this shit. I'm like, this nigga couldn't believe in the Lord. This couldn't be that severe. The punishment couldn't be that severe, or these upcoming judgments couldn't be that severe if you keep letting me play with you like this. Like I told my ex-wife, bitch, you might not believe in the Lord, bitch, but I'm gonna show you that I do. Bye.
That's some real shit. The last one, my ex, the last one, that's what you said you believe me, right? Don't that mean that some problem comes down with y'all back to you? Okay, I still kept cursing her ass out. That's true, bitch, you real. I'm gonna let you know, the bitch gonna get kept in trouble. That don't change nothing. I'm letting you know what's coming. Alright, but that's really how they think. They're like,
That's how they think.
If you believe this XYZ, then why would you let me do this? And that's how you gotta think too, brother, because the bitch tried to come back, you know what? You gotta come back. You know what? She wanna come back. I say, nah, this ain't right, bitch. You gotta accept that. But you gotta recognize that, like the Lord did us. We had to acknowledge that we fucked up. You gotta realize you fucked up, bitch. No matter how I feel about it, bitch, fuck that.
Right. Hey, I tell
Hey, I
Jacob,
gotta keep my honor. Hey, my honor comes before my love for a woman, man.
that's right.
Fuck that, man.
I tell
I ain't gonna sip like that, man.
Right.
Thinking about that,
I may be a light skin, I may be the fat, like my self-titled, the fat black Drake, but I ain't no sip, goddammit.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Me and the Lord
Report,
ain't dealing
man.
with that shit, man.
That shit going off, bro.
It's completely off, man.
Speaking about that, we got all people in the world that celebrate Valentine's Day for their woman.
Hey,
I told
hey,
you.
real quick,
Go
cause,
ahead.
and that's some nigga shit. That's some American shit. You go all around the world, Valentine's Day, the bitch supposed to break herself, man. That's really how they observe that, all these other nations and all that shit, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Cause these black bitches and all these Jake bitches treating you niggas the way that they treat you, that's how we treated the Lord, man. But if you want to know how to really treat the Lord and how you supposed to treat the Lord, deal with one of these heathen bitches and see how they treat you, man. That's how you supposed to do it, man. Waiting at the door when you come home happy. How you do it?
Hey, look, I always say it, man, to the spirit. To you sisters, right? You want how to treat your husband. The way we treat the Lord, how you see your brothers, how we feel, that's how you treat your husband, man. Alright?
He always say that.
Because it's real, bro. With my current woman, right? I be bullshitting me at the door when I come in the crib. Because all I think about is what Howard Shai said when he come home. When he come home, the servants supposed to be watching. They can meet me at the door.
Right.
So if my shit don't get grabbed and hung up, I'm glued.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. Finish your Iowa.
And the black woman don't got a mind like that. Even you so-called head rap wearing sisters, man.
They're the worst ones, man. Cause
Yeah.
now they think that they do for some shit they didn't even know 3 minutes before they met you. Shut your stupid ass up.
You come in the house, man, they telling you to go get them some water like Pops and Friday, man.
Right, like you a son. I told you, the black woman don't want no man, man. They want a boy they can have sex with. They want a son that can please them sexually, man.
This back in that
That's
first.
why they on that cougar shit. They stop a man getting a young woman.
Right.
But it's okay for old ass ran through fucking need and lube, bitch. Doing Yoni steam pots. She doing Yoni steam pots. Y'all been seeing that shit? Try to keep that old wolf pussy fresh. Try to get some young meat.
Not that pussy back.
They put the vinegar back in the douche.
Take a fucking vinegar bath. Taking vinegar baths every Friday. Get your goofball ass out of here, bitch.
That shit wild, man.
Oh, and even like this damn nigga, Kevin Samuels said, you got these bitches that's 35 years old, man, taking the femininity class, man. That is crazy. He really went in on these other. These bitches really paid another wild ass bitch to teach you how to be feminine. That's insane, man. That is horrible, man. Go ahead, brother.
Back in the take the Lord really the American women mindset is true, man.
Yeah, they
You gotta
finished, dog.
You gotta get a bitch from the islands or another
Somewhere
country or
ain't
something.
real.
Right.
And outside the country, West Africa don't count. They toast over there, man. They go on the same doctrine as nigga woman here, man.
Because they the black woman.
Same as like these Dominican women and shit, man. These younger bitches, man, they been Americanized, man. You gotta find some of them too tainted. We in hell, the woman's with the vessel, but these bitches got confused.
It's just too much, man.
Right.
Yeah, it's true, man.
You can't be a man around these women. There's no being a man. There's no presiding around these women without confliction. Go ahead, bro.
That shit going off.
Yeah, that shit is
The
completely
fifth
off.
chapter says the man is the savior of the body. That's what Yahweh shines. I savior, the man is your savior. If you're a woman and you watch these videos, you ain't got that by now. You got demons on you, man.
Right.
Alright? If you got a husband, you better go bow down to him, man. Bow
That's
down
right.
to him every morning, every night.
That's right.
Get yourself in order. If you ain't got a husband, you should have been had one. Fuck is your problem?
Like when we made the first great viral White Castle post, and you was rebuking all the hoes. One of these dumbass bitches gonna tell me how great her man is and how he can buy and sell me. I said, dude, you probably don't even got a man. She said, well, my king can buy and sell a nigga like you. I said, is that true? She said, yeah, that's true. I said, well, you should show him some respect and stop talking to random men on the internet.
Huh? Stupid. Right.
I said, shit, he needs to come to the White Castle. He needs to hang out with me.
So if he could buy us, he should have bought a better bitch.
Right.
Hey, what the nigga say? He say, if you squeeze and my bitch tell you bless you can have it.
Right.
That's the game right there. Go ahead.
Back in the first Exodus 4, back in the 24th verse.
That was a hell of a cut.
Hey, what bless goes into being served, to having slaves. Now, Father on the top brought that out.
Right.
So if this bitch want to go into servitude for you, shit, find out, man. Look, man, you gonna choose up or lose up. Or lose up when you choose up to make the wrong decision, bitch. But I'm on my mission.
And really, through the spirit, you put the balance to it. Hey, lately over the last like 3 months, man, the spirit been heavy on you women, man.
Heavy.
And that's because, for one, great judgment's coming upon you women, and ultimately there's some sisters that's gonna be saved. So you better get fucking right, man.
Right.
You better get right, cause you will get fucking left, man.
Warning come before destruction, man.
Say that again?
Warning come before destruction.
That's right. He said, surely he doing nothing in Amos. He said, surely doing nothing unless he revealed the secret to the servants of prophets. This part of the secrets. The whole world is oblivious to these things, man. That's the warning. He got to blow the trumpet.
Going out.
Yeah.
That RBF going out. That resting bitch face spirit. That head rolling.
Like who would want that? Oh, that's the spirit you brought that
I hate
back
that
up.
RBF.
The woman who was holding my coat, the Eastern European lady. I said, man, you a very when I first met her, I said you a very well-mannered woman. She said, well, I learned this from my grandma. I said, what she say? She gave me a little rap. She said, look, my grandmother taught me that a man must always be the salt and a woman must always be the sugar. You have to be the sugar in this man's life, and he has to be the salt in yours, or it's not gonna work. That bitch probably was a big woman, man. That was yeah.
She probably is, but
That
you know
was
what?
great.
But she was raised properly, man.
That's right.
Oh yeah, no
She
doubt
was
about
raised
that.
properly. It was a whole going back to the who get they play first, all right? What you guess this order, right? That's why it's coming up. And it was taught that black women, they used the two. They used the Northern Kingdom women and the so-called black woman. They went to how the black woman. Let's do the Northern Kingdom first. The Latin woman is taught to cater to their man. You saw that, right? Because the dude was at the Mexican bitch house and he took his plate and stuff to the kitchen. Her grandmother cussed her out for that.
front of everybody.
Yep. Why is he doing this? Ain't you his woman? You supposed to be doing this
Oh yeah,
shit.
you told me that yesterday.
Right, but then the black woman family, they see a man grab his plate and take this to the kitchen, and they're like, oh, that's a good man.
That is not a man.
No, that's not good. That's a simple nigga. Not only is this woman there, her mother's there, her grandmother's there. Somebody's supposed to be showing these women how to be women.
That's why it was a statistic. That's why it was a statistic that said, you know, black women. They said black women is the least desirable woman. You know, here in America.
No doubt about it. Oh, the brother you want to brought it out, man. Because you know we be fucking around on the apps and shit. Well, I know I do. I'm a beehive. I fuck with that bumble. Yeah. but yeah, he was going. The brother you want to have brought out the statistics when we was rebuking these hoes. You know what I'm saying? On the great white gospel boat. And he said the statistics show that the two most undesirable people to date for the man is the Asian man, and for the woman is the black woman. They the least white though. Like you know how they do these algorithms? They say nobody wants to date Asian men or black women. I say this shit is perfect.
Right.
Hey, man, and
Dating a
why?
black woman's like dating a man.
It's like a man, I call them niggas with pussies.
Hey, because these chicks don't like Asian dudes because they got a stereotype of being void of masculinity on them. And that's why don't nobody like you black bitches because you void of femininity, man.
Oh.
Like the elder just said.
Oh.
You bitches carry it like a man. Look, man, you bitches, women shouldn't even be using shit. You shouldn't even be using foul language in public and shit like that, man. You go around one of these non-black bitches, man, you gonna be hard pressed to catch her cussing like that. If she know how to act. These black bitches, every other word is nigga this, bitch that, fuck you this,
And that grab their crotch, they got a dick too.
come on, man.
I'm a bad bitch and a real nigga. Like I don't want no parts of it.
Right.
You gotta be strong. I don't want to be strong to deal with a woman. Like,
You
I want to
can't
be strong if I
handle. I
gotta
need a
fight
man
a
that can
nigga.
handle me.
Right,
I need a
that's
man-
the one. That's
I need a
go
man
ahead,
that can
brother.
handle me.
To handle it. What the fuck I want to be handling some woman for? You act like the nigga at the corner store who just punched me in the face. I want to handle him. Handle a woman like, what are you, I'm crazy. It's just the jailhouse for that shit, man. That was perfect, man. Because these are modern day terms that's glorified that the Bible speaks down on. We got to bring that out.
Well, and everything we said, there's scriptures to back it up. Like we mentioned, Northern Kingdom women, not these American actors, man. And they was told to, just like the nigga on here, they damn old ass grandmothers was doing dicks. They taught them that. That's Ezekiel 16. The proverb we said, that's the mother, so is the daughter.
Right.
Now we see this damn just degenerates, man. You got women telling their daughters, bro, their teenage daughters, putting a fish in the sea.
Test the
Wow.
water.
That's
Test the water.
madness, man.
Wow.
Test the water.
Test the waters.
Go down the
Go,
county.
right, go play the field. They text you, don't let every man hit the bottom of the pussy. There's old bitches telling young bitches that, man.
Yes.
You can't let every man tell you you'll fall in love. Bitches, you want your daughter to fall in love and be with one nigga. What sense does that make to be otherwise?
I remember my first baby mama, and this nigga P, right? This nigga named P, right? He was like, at the time, this shit was like 07, probably 06, 07. But he was like 30, right? This nigga was like 30 at the time. And this nigga, he was fucking with my baby mother's big sister, which was 19, 20. And she was a real virgin, she was a virgin. So he came up and they used to scoff him for that. Like, oh, that bitch got an old man. Ooh, this ain't gonna work. My baby mama, which is her little sister, she the middle sister, the virgin, well, that was a virgin. And then her older sister, they used to basically scoff her and sit her down and talk to her about how you would never be with your first. Your first would never be your man. That nigga took your virginity. You gotta leave him now because your first would never be your man. Huh? Yeah, man. And that was the perfect setup. He was 30, she was like 19. Well, I'm like, this nigga B just came up.
Who making that shit up, bro?
And
You
then
bitches
somebody
in the
on
fucking room
Even in
making
the
this
world.
bullshit up, man.
He came up.
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my fucking life, man.
That's why the scriptures say the Lord has deprived her of wisdom. And when you go into the words, man, basically, I forgot which word it is exactly, but in the Hebrew it goes into discernment, all right? Discretion, meaning that women have no judgment, man. They don't know how to, basically filter what's right, what's wrong, you know?
And that's the Sirach. It says, sit down and Mr. Women, out of the garment cometh the moth, out of women wickedness. If it's two or more women in there talking, man, it's guaranteed wicked is gonna be coming out, man.
Yeah, she was dealing with it. She was dealing with him. She was dealing with that. You know, she liked it, and they fucked it up, man. Two fucking stupid ass nothing.
They was mad because they wasn't with they first.
Exactly.
They played the harlot,
Big time.
and now they telling her that same folly, man. Now she out here bugged out, probably with
Super bugged
bad
out.
demons on her,
All
man.
trio.
All trio.
I got one. This is Sirach 25 and Sirach 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman living together abroad. So, when they send their daughters off to college camp to do this, okay? To get down there, get wooed or whatnot by the football team or the basketball team or whatever the case might be. And what she do? Hey, she was decided to let her. It ain't that they got her drunk and did it. She wanted it done. She wanted to go through the whole football team. And she wanted to go through the whole basketball team. Or she wanted to go through all the teams. Okay? If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from the flesh and give her a good divorce and let her go. So even these women out here that you call yourself trying to be tied to, they don't want to be tied to you.
Right.
Okay? They don't want to be tied to you. No matter how much life you try to bring to the table. Guess what? And I was watching Kevin Samuels this morning. And here's the funny thing that occurred. A female from Mississippi, that's a fucking social worker, is pushing this motherfucking venom on other women. Okay? And here's where it got crazy. Because he said in the midst of all the logic and provability and data that can show that something is right, from what I just went through the conversation with you with, means that if you got a strong gut feeling, even though all this proves that what you think is wrong, you still go hold on to that. She was like, yep.
And she gets paid to indoctrinate these people. Like this shit is crazy, man. They hold her up to some scholastic esteem so that this shit is just right.
Look up to this shit.
Yeah.
That's it.
A nigga can barely get a job, let alone that type of career.
Exactly. And that's literally what the comment board said.
Let's hear more.
Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you never see no man working a currency exchange. And one time you see a black man working a currency exchange, you're a mo, you're a sodomite.
Hey, this clown, and he's a fucking piece of shit. But you know, even the garbage can get a steak. You know what I'm saying? But I was watching this old monkey ass worshiping a black woman, nigga, Umar Johnson, and this shit was like, and I mean, I was in the truth, so I wasn't dealing with the shit he was saying. But this was like about 2011, 2012, and here it is, it's 2021 now, because he had a do you remember that nigga from God? Oh, black nigga with dreadlocks. He used to have his show on KNTV. He came to the main house one time and we dealt with him. Yeah, he definitely got he got bitches and stuff, but he was fucking with it. He had him and Dr. Umar had did this shit when he still had his station. But Dr. Umar was going into the demographics of how, like, in a professional world, through the next 10 years, 5 to 10 years, when you go into the schools, he said school principals, doctors, or anybody in a prestigious, authoritative male figure, he has to not only be a black male, but he has to be a broke wrist black male to create a new generation of children who, when they see a straight dude, he's a factory worker, or he just some nigga on the street, or you know what I'm saying, or some nigga that, and he
Nobody
was
aspires to be like.
exactly.
Bringing some type of aristocracy.
Exactly. So when your mother shows you these men or say you want to be this when you grow up, that when you grow up, all those men for the so-called black people, all right, will be, you know, funny style. That's and look now.
That's for the wild. That's for much for men.
Yeah, he was breaking that down, man, and that.
And it holds true.
Yeah, oh hell yeah.
It holds absolutely true. As a matter of fact.
Hey, but you know what? Hey, fuck that nigga. Cause we gonna deal with the white woman. Doctor.
The good doctor.
The good rest.
Like they said, like they brought out here with that fucking Terry Crews being they spokes. How you gonna have a big black muscular man as a fucking toxic masculinity and all this other kind of stuff?
You ain't got nothing to do with toxic masculinity. That nigga's a feminine.
That's what I'm saying. But they use him as saying that, you know, he felt offended and this, that, and other, but he didn't step up to the plate because they asked the martial artist,
Michael J. White.
they asked him that. He was like, they know not being coaching.
That's right. And that's why they blackballed him on Hollywood. They don't even want him to play Spawn again, man.
They want big, strong men to be the ones saying that toxic masculinity is toxic. So that when the little kids see this strong dude saying it, they think, well, I can still be big and strong and act like a little bitch.
A broken buck. That's called
buck breaker. That's modern day buck breaker.
Hey, that nigga Terry Crews had sex with a white man in that movie White Chick.
Don't forget Green Rain.
Yeah.
Getting for Pulp Fiction.
Right.
Remember, that was real live buck breaking on TV. That was real live buck breaking on TV. I wouldn't be surprised
If he really did it.
Yeah.
Still in the gift.
Yeah, he's
I really believe he was getting fucked.
I think so too. That
He
Green
was
was
turned
real.
up after that.
And then the sweating bullets.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was being up to that shit, man. You know, he saw weird.
That's how he started doing Baby Boy and all them other big movies
At
after
the
that.
movie too, he had to dress up with
No. He was taking care of his little girl.
Holiday Heart.
There it is.
Holiday Heart. And then he was like, cause you know, then he was a retired he was like one of the best Golden Glove or amateur boxers. When he got his fucking, he taking care of the little girl and the black woman on crack and shit with his sister. He taking care of the little girl. He walk around with a wig and shit and dress. And you got his pictures on the wall, his trophies. He swole as fuck like this with the gloves.
Right.
Like, this shit. But now you niggas can't see that. That's called social engineering.
They did that to Mike Tyson in real life. You know, he got the little podcast and that nigga Boosie, he was trying to rebuke Dwayne Wade for his son turning into a woman type shit.
Yeah.
And they had this nigga Mike Tyson soft press this nigga on camera, man.
Wow.
Talk about the who the fuck you think you are to say that.
That money, they don't have no integrity no more, man.
So the man that declared himself to be one of the baddest men on the planet,
It's now docile and saying okay here.
No
And at the
integrity.
very least, Most High had to get focused. He probably done got down with the activity. The way he
get his career back.
you don't just fall off the cliff like that in the entertainment industry and then just come back and you on top, man.
Right, he had a cartoon,
Come on, man.
hangover, period, all type of shit.
Working in the $20-30 million checks after being irrelevant for 10 years. That shit don't happen for free, man.
You gotta partake in them activities, man.
You got a point there, boy.
This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 26. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? And hey, these guys, man, they sold their soul, but look what they had to do, man.
Yeah.
You know, to get all these riches, man. And they sold their soul, yeah. You know, they got a little, you know, a couple toys, man. But look what they had to do. They had to do some sacrifices, man. Hey, like the brothers are talking about getting buck broken, man.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking terrible, man.
This goofy ass bitch.
Social castration.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Niggas
Exactly.
going and doing bids, getting somatically reconditioned. You niggas is fucking through, man.
Yeah.
That's what they said they do at those big house mansion parties.
Yeah, Cat Williams exposed that. You see what happened to him? Niggas, that was
Why you think all these niggas be getting high and shit? Dying from overdosing, man.
Well,
Nigga
yeah.
Kid Cudi in the back of the car,
Oh.
wearing a fucking dress. Fucking drinking himself to death, man. Smoking
He
shirt, man.
Come
on, man.
Black,
All
nail
this
polish,
got the
lipstick.
motherfucking, Yachty got the nails too, bro. And he be putting the long joints on his
Hey,
shit.
you starting like a nail company.
He
Yeah.
did. He got one.
Niggas be smoking shirt, man.
Let me bring this out. This is Proverbs 1. This is Proverbs 1. Excuse me. This is Proverbs 19 and 1. Better is the poor that walketh in his integrity, than he that is perverse in his lips and is a fool.
See?
When you choose that, you choosing death. These scriptures tell you how to attain life. But these people choose death on a regular basis. Wholeheartedly running into it.
And like the brother Nazaki over there say all the time, it's a death style. It's like this chick, right? I was chopping it up with this bitch, and she was talking about how this dude is rich, and that dude is rich. I'm like, ain't none of them niggas rich. If you compromise your integrity, you not rich. You're a poor, foul, wretched man. I said, I don't care if the nigga got $2 in his pocket. If he was ever put in a situation where he had to compromise his integrity for some money, and he didn't, that's a very rich man. If a dude got fucking $50 million, and he compromised his integrity, and went against his morals and the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, that's a very poor man.
This Jeremiah 5, and I'm gonna start at 3. Oh Lord, are not thy eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, they have not grieved. Thou hast consumed them, they have refused to receive correction. They have made their faces hard to the rock, and have refused to return. Therefore I said, surely these are poor, they are foolish, they know not the way of Yahweh, nor the judgment of their power. I will give thee unto the great men, and will speak unto them. They have known the way of the Lord, and the judgment of their power. These have altogether broken the yoke and burst the bond. So yeah, they poor, man. They go contrary to the Lord. They're poor, man. And the great man out there, what really right is the man you see here. The man that's doing his work, that man that's standing victory for what's right. That's sign and grind against the wickedness of this place, man. That's right. Start with the apostles, man.
You got that Proverbs?
Proverbs 13 and 7. There is that maketh himself rich, yet hath nothing. There is that maketh himself poor, yet hath great riches.
See, there you go. This is a man that making himself rich, so-called rich, yet has nothing. It's a man that making himself poor, you know, that bears his cross, that mortify the deeds of his flesh, that stands for something that has his integrity, yet he has great riches, man.
And establish the law, like it said Romans 3:31. And establishing the law would be, and would include establishing the order, man.
Yeah.
All right? You know, going back to that buck breaker thing, back in slavery, I think it was,
Once again, Google bug breaking.
I think it wasn't Dr. Umar Johnson, it was the other dude. That dude that was color lines or whatever. Not that. He was going into it, man. And what they would do is, the whole thing for buck breaking, you Google it, you know what buck breaking is, they take a buck a nice strapping man, they would rape, the Edomites would rape this black man in front of the women and the children. So they can teach the woman to train their sons up to be a feminine, to not go against the system.
And a lot of times they have another big thing to do.
Yep.
They have another
It shows he's already compromised.
Exactly.
And that shit was psychological to the young men growing up, man. That's happening now the same way, man. They got the women raising the men, and these women are teaching the men to not go against the way of Esau. Homosexuality, it's okay. To be a feminine is okay, right? Respect your mother, that's what respect all women, even above yourself and every man.
Like I was praying earlier, and I just held my best not to say it. Because it's so-called that nigga history, black history, but this bitch gonna make a whole stuff. It says February 1st, celebrate black folks. I'm supposed to say why? What? Is there any reasoning behind this?
This Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause into error, and destroy the way of thy path. Right? So they taking us away from the ancient path, the way things should be, man. Alright, and that's why we see all these damn degenerates, man.
Open-minded ass shit.
Yeah, when you look up that word simple in Proverbs 1, the word simple goes back to open-minded. Alright, to have wisdom is to be firm. Alright, to be steadfast, man, not open-minded, man.
Right.
And that's
To
real
accept
masculinity
anything,
too,
yep.
man. Standing on your square and not compromising yourself for nothing, man.
Hey, I'm gonna just back up the elder brother with a quick one, man, because he had made a point about us going back to the old ways, and that's how we should be. And the elder brother down in Dallas, Texas, the elder Yahshua always goes to it, how we should think of east and not west. This is Job 8 and 8. Elder Malcolm in class. This is Job 8 and 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. It didn't say their mothers. It said as a former age. With your forefathers. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Jeremiah, Habakkuk, Haggai, Nehemiah, Zephaniah, Zechariah, King David, Elisha, Elijah, Yahushua, the disciples. You niggas are crazy, man.
Right.
Fucking crazy, man. Yeah, bro.
This book of Isaiah 46 and 8. Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to
Man,
mind.
hold on, wait a minute.
Slow down.
Do what?
Say that like
Show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors.
So, hey, you're not supposed to be of a weak nature. You can have soft moments, but your nature ain't supposed to be weak. Okay? Because of the fact that you're supposed to be the protector. How you gonna be the protector if you and her got the same feminine motherfucking characteristics? How you gonna do that?
God, when you say we was made in the Lord's image, part of the image goes into having dominion, man. You know?
And the scripture bears it out. It says what? Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. As a man of war, you can't afford to be soft-natured or soft-spoken.
Emotionally attached to this world.
And look, the Lord loved Israel so much. In Deuteronomy 7, the Lord said, I did not choose you because you were great in number, so you were the least, all this and that. I know I love you. I kept my promise to Abraham. So the Lord loved Israel, right? Got to mention again, but the same brother, we transgressed against him. The Lord got rid of our ass, man. He beat our ass.
That's good. I got one.
Hey,
Love don't, true love is keeping the commandments, man. 1 John 5 and 3.
That's right. Like on video, R.G. Jones. What happened?
I saw you.
Walking in the rain.
Hey, we went the hell off. He said, no. All that stuff I gave you to pick, get that shit back.
Nigga, don't stop getting that bag.
And get your ass
Yeah,
back.
this nigga Gucci man did this shit. I said, this nigga's a clown, man. This nigga Gucci man is walking down the street. Yeah, it's raining, Gucci. I saw you. That's all I think about, man. That's how I'm saying this nigga walking in, singing that stupid ass shit. This is Jeremiah 6 and 16. This is crazy, man. This is Jeremiah 6 and 16. It says, thus said Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old path, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. Because they want the ways of this wicked ass, this like new speak. Lifestyle, man. Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra 14, and I'll start at 13. It says, now therefore set thy house in order. And it says, and reprove thy people, comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. And you can't be weak in this truth, man, okay? Hey, you gotta have a strong mindset, man. Because the things that are about to come to pass, man, it's gonna be real horrific out here. You're gonna see some real gruesome shit, man. And you gotta have a strong mind to, bear that, so to speak. You know?
Well, that's why the scriptures say the wisdom and knowledge shall be in thy time and strength without salvation.
Verse 15, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to fly from these times. All right, I got another one. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach. And it says, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier. And that word soldier goes into, solidarity, all right? Basically, you got to have a mindset that, hey,
You're a lone wolf.
yeah, you're a lone wolf. And then I think a lot of brothers bring this out with the dead president scene.
Yep.
Always
bring that out.
Gotta keep your mind locked in.
The Apostle Letter of Kai bring out the one of the platoon when you got the letter.
Yeah.
Because that dead president, the Apostle bring that one out too. This nigga said, Chris Tucky tell the dude, this nigga from Chicago too, man.
Lord Tate.
Lorenzo Tate, Lorenzo Tate. He said, man, look, man. We sitting here and I'm seeing the picture. He said, damn, man, you got a pretty woman, a pretty little girl. She said, I'm fuck about none of this shit. All I care about is this. He said, the minute I think about this shit, I'm fucking dead. I think about that shit over there. You think about this shit in this air, you fucking dead. You hear me? You fucking dead.
And the point that the case is that you feel like that because guess what? He was so busy trying to deal in the world and whatnot that what he do? Smoke your mind up, strung out.
Instead of getting out.
Yep, he wound up because once it overwhelmed him and he couldn't keep his focus, his compass. Like this is our compass, man. These scriptures is our compass.
And I met that nigga Kentucky and I rap with him a little bit, man. And I told him, I said, man, Skippy was your best role, man.
No!
So that was their president, man. That was your best role, man.
Wow.
I got a pretty something.
I got something.
And a soldier goes through all type of elements. They got to deal with all type of elements. All right, they deal with loss because they see a lot of the men that they were with get put to death.
Hey,
all right.
Yeah, blown in half and all kinds of shit. Nothing fuck with you, man. Telling the motherfucker that as he's dying, he's okay, and you holding his insides in. Go ahead.
They did the damn president when the dude.
Italian.
Yeah, he told like, man, he gave him a shot. He was like, give it to me. He was like, give it to me. He said, do more. I can do it like you do it. He had to kill his own.
Brothers brought up about how he had basically in a sense to save his wife and kid. Like, fuck it, I'm in war right now. All right, they deal with harsh elements, man. Whether it be the cold weather, the hot weather, all right, so on and so forth. A soldier deals with a lot of shit, man. And I'll say this too, a lot of times they gotta be patient, man. They can't be hasty. They gotta just sit there and deal with shit and just wait it out.
That's it. Because you gotta wait on, you gotta have that patience. And that patience, going through all these things, bring that patience. You gotta be tried, you gotta go through things, all this stuff. Okay?
That's Romans the 5th chapter. Yep, start at the first verse. This 2 Samuel 17:8. But Sahushai, thou knowest thy father and his men, that they be mighty men. They be chaffed in their minds as a bear rocking their webs in the field. And thy father's a man of war that will not lodge with the people. And the point is, man, that's the spirit we gotta be in, man. You gotta be chapped in mind. Like you said, man, this is a war right now, man.
And he was sending them off too.
Well, yeah,
He was sending them that was the point. I'm just making a quick a footnote. He was actually sending this nigga off. But that goes into the scriptures as well when it said we are deceivers and yet true. Because he was telling the truth. But he was sending his ass off because he was really a double agent, so to speak, for King David. And but when the other counselor heard that, let me go get rid of myself. He killed himself. He fixed his house and he said, because that what he said was still true. He knew they was mighty chasing. He said these niggas gonna come back and fuck us up. But
I'd rather do it myself.
yeah, that's how they be, man. They try to yeah.
And let you know that wisdom goes a long way when he's first talking to the prophet. That man was like, man, my wisdom don't mean shit here. And he would kill himself.
And that was the point, but like I said, going all the way back to the Kevin Samuel remark that I had made, because she's raising a son. She's raising a son. Kevin asked her, how old is he? Asked her, how old is he? She said he was 12. And then he said,
got a little man now.
Exactly. Have you ever thought about this? She said, I really hadn't thought about it. He literally cursed. When the fuck are you going to think about it then?
Good Lord, man.
Exactly. I really believe he cried in that episode. I really believe he
Because
cried.
sometimes you get out of character. I mean, because a lot of them people, like this brother said, he believes a lot of them people be set up. A lot of them call, hey, to actually get on there and get the recognition, but he's a very intelligent man, and he actually understands what's going on in this system. And this shit, he knows this shit is just fucked up, man. To any man with some sense, you have to know this place is fucked up, man.
You look down the barrel at that every day.
And he said that.
And you see what, I mean, you can just put one and two together and see how shit's fucked up by looking down the barrel at that.
Well, we see this all the time. We come out here and whatnot, different conditions that our people be
Said
in.
the man with the sense.
Exactly.
I mean, he ain't in the spirit, but he definitely got some sense.
Yeah, and that's what it was, and that's what he said. And he was like, at the end of that, when he said all that, he was like, because he asked it, in the midst of that, he asked, are you trolling me? Like, did you come on here to just be totally in left field for the sake of being in left field?
These niggas believe that shit they say. That's what fuck
They believe it, man.
This
They
bitch went
believe
on social media and said, I'm starting to realize that black men only date black women and they got attracted. Like, what?
My brother was a black woman.
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
Because when she said,
Nobody has ever seen that stupid shit.
that's what she said. She said that black men only date women of influence and got money. And Kevin was like, they don't date out for that reason.
Smart man would. You know what? I told him, I met her. I said, look, we both can't be broke, bitch.
It's funny. You say if you broke, I mean I'm broke.
You broke. And I'm broke.
But that's
James.
what she said, man. And it was like, Kevin said it was like, that is not why poor men do that. But this is what I'm saying. This whole thing is so fucked up. And like Jeremiah was saying, that no matter what you bring to them, they and present to them, they go pull away from it. This is Zechariah 7 and 11. But they refuse to hearken and pull away the shoulder and stop their ears that they should not hear. They don't want to hear this. They don't want to have to give an accountability and try to line their life up into some kind of motherfucking decorum that makes sense.
Definitely not for you.
That's the same John 3rd chapter. They love darkness rather than light. That's the spirit I was going to say. And that's the thing. They doesn't want to hear from us. Because their whole life they've been taught that we just niggas. What do we know?
Right.
We're supposed to follow them. You know, Esau was the one with sense.
Right.
The same devil that got your ass out here drunk out, just your drinking water is filled with Ritalin. They tested the goddamn faucet water and they got trace of prescription medicine in it, man. That's who you fucking follow? This devil is playing Kim Trail in the fucking air, man. You can't even get fresh air. You go outside to get fresh air, it don't even exist. How the fuck the freshness go? How the air get old and spoiled, man?
Yeah, an earthquake, one of them comedians said that shit years ago on fucking Def Comedy Jam. He said you gonna be in a position one day where you gonna be like, I wanna put that air in my mama name.
Yeah.
They sell canned oxygen. You can buy canned oxygen, bro.
They
That
should-
was on world's most expensive shit. I got some canned oxygen at the crib. I bought some. I had to see what it was about. That shit real though, man. It's flavored.
I got a pre-sale.
It's fresh.
What? This,
Go
is the,
ahead.
this is the book of Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction. Right? At the end of the day, Jake needs to realize that they're in slavery at the end of the day. You know, we wake up, gotta go to work. You know, our women is against us. You know, the system is against us. You know, the Lord is telling us to depart, not get on the plane, you know, go to another country or anything, but physically remove our mind from this place.
That's right.
The truth will
the
make you
brother
free.
said, think east. Think east, man. This ain't the right mindset, man. Daniel 7:25, everything about this place is against us, man. You know? They changed the times and the laws. All this shit is backwards, man. The new year started in the middle of fucking winter time. That's backwards, man.
That's it. There's nothing on the tree that's showing new life and whatnot, but this is a new year.
Hey,
Shit,
Daniel.
sometime after these trees ain't got shit.
Exactly. Like y'all about to bring it out all the time, man. In prison, you got something fucking gate around them. You got some electricity in this motherfucker, shooting up this motherfucker. Hey, man, but by his policies, he put up to Daniel, by his policies cause the craft to prosper. You know? They devise evil upon their beds, presenting to the power they had to do so. All this is the so-called white man fault. And then that shit didn't even come to play where that was ridiculed until the mid to late 90s. Oh, you still blaming shit on the white man. You goddamn nigga, I'm doing it right now.
Shit, we still in his hands.
That's right.
He refused to let us go. It's his everything. It's all his fault, man.
And that rhetoric that you're talking about really comes from a black woman,
It
because
do.
them hoes got a whole different lifestyle than your average Jake man do, man.
Well, that was the D.L. Hughley was saying. He had that one comedy thing in the night. It was like '97. I used to watch this shit on HBO. But yeah, he had that one where he said shit back in the day. It was real in the '70s. You can blame that shit on the white man. You can't pay the bills. He's like, yeah, bitch. It's because of the white man. Woo. He said shit. Now in the '90s, the woman ain't trying to hear about the white man. She trying to hear about the light man.
Because
Light man.
Esau gave her that advantage, man. That's
Exactly.
right. So now she getting it. She think, well, why you ain't getting it? Well, bitch, you got some sense. They giving it to your
You'll
ass.
see this is by design.
They pride is so out of whack that they don't even want to pay attention to that.
Hey, how do you and me go to school and get degrees in the same thing, and we go and both interview for the job and you get it? Come on, man.
And these bitches are telling me that they make $75 Bitch, you getting jobs off the gate making 50, 60 bands. The niggas gotta go and work a minimum wage job. With degrees.
That pay differential, the sex pay differential only applies to Edomite
I was just
men
gonna say that.
and Edomite women.
That's
right.
the white man and the white woman.
Yep.
Right, that's it.
That ain't. Yeah, you go.
It's flipped the other way from them.
Right now, on top of this, you got fucking the bitch that had this shit right going on for her. Then the bitch got fans only for these fucking dorks to watch them.
Plus you get government
Child
assistance.
support. Exactly.
Housing assistance.
Yep.
Child support.
See,
Spouse
they
support.
paying your electric bill.
on,
Your
man.
gas, we can see it, what, 2 times a year?
That's
They make
it.
sure nigga want me to get good. They run your bill up, then in the middle of the year, 6 months. See, I need help, they pay your shit off.
That's it.
Then they ain't gonna cut your shit off in the winter if you in a place like this.
This a bitch in the Gold Coast right now paying $17 a month, goddamn.
Yep, that good section.
Top of the fucking high rise, man.
Taking pictures talking about she doing good. Bitch, the government paying for that shit. And whatever extra you got, you sell that funky box.
Right,
Facts. I got something. This is Sirach 10. I'm gonna start at verse 3. An unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
So that's why we're waiting on Yahweh Shah right now. Because he's the one that's going to be set on high and everything is going to become profitable for the Israelites. And after 1,000 years of hard-boiled slavery and the demise of the Edomites, then the rest of the 16 other nations, because one nation going to be totally done away with, so the other 16 other nations that's going to be still here, they going to be okay. They go up, they go give a chance to learn the laws, statutes, and commandments and have an understanding of it and to be enforced. Okay? All these things are gonna be part of it. They ain't gonna have to worry about all that shit.
And guess what? As the scripture had promised, bless them that bless thee. We gonna be the blessing to the rest of the world.
That's right.
We will be the blessing.
That's right.
Okay?
Hey, the scriptures say when the righteous are in authority, the people shall rejoice. All right. Right now, the wicked are authority. The scriptures say the whole earth line of wickedness. Hey, the scriptures say when we go into Isaiah, it says the trees will break forth and sing.
Yep.
Everything is in a state of mourning, man. Everything, man.
Wisdom of Solomon 6:24. But the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world.
That word welfare means to be in a good estate. And right now, clearly, nothing's in a good estate because of this Edomite male, man.
No, this motherfucker right now is playing man on the fucking YouTube. He's totally defiling and fucking up and tearing up everything to the point that at the end of the cartoon, they want to say aliens came down. No, Yahweh Shah coming down and cleaning the shit up.
Well, see, because the elites of the society actually know
They
they're
know,
going
they know
down,
the fuck going on.
and they know that this is not theirs. They know that they don't have a problem, so they're very counterproductive to what's going on, and that's why the division is created amongst Esau with the 1%, the rest of the people, those so-called patriots, because they actually mad at the 1%, and they also mad at these stupid ass crackers who believe in this place. You know, so it's a lot of division going on, and that's just on this scale. Now then you got what's going on over there with Russia, Ukraine, America, you know, those damn Amalekites. All this thing, look, man, this shit just about to go down, man. They know that this earth is not theirs, so they gotta go out with a big bang.
That was belief and truth.
Exactly.
They know what's up.
They know what's up, man. That's why Revelation 12:12 lets you know he has but a short time. He know who exactly who he is. So he has to come down with this great wrath, man. He is ready. Mental, physical, biological, spiritual, and chemical warfare on the whole earth, and he won't stop. That's why I said those days, if those days be not shortened, no flesh will be saved. But for the elect's sake, it'll be shortened, and that's why you see the Lord revving these prophecies up.
I got one that's what this 2 Samuel 23:3. The power of Israel said, the rock of Israel spake to me, he that ruleth over men must be just, ruling in the fear of the Most High. And that's how you take care of the kingdom, like it says. The word for the kingdom is in a wise man. To be wise starts with what? The fear of the Lord, man.
Right.
So you must rule according to this order, according to this justice, man. What
Right.
the Lord says. And that would include not putting a woman over the man. That's madness.
That's confusion.
That's why these people like fucked up. You know, niggas out here hoes at the age of 12, man, shaking their ass. I was on Instagram, and there was a video.
Bitch, you ever had a Barbie down?
Right. It was a video. I wanted to know that they got the new thing real. I was scrolling, and these two young bitches come on my screen. I forget what song they was dancing to. I'm like, where are your parents at? I put the comment, that shit was vexing, bro. So contrary to what you motherfuckers said about G11, they ain't with that bullshit, man. But I said, where are y'all parents at? And the mama come on here, I'm the parent, what's the problem? I said, you don't see a problem in this? You hear the lyrics of this song? No, the vision is no response. But they ain't got nothing to say, man. Shit is folly,
There's
man.
no shame in them, huh? They
What the fuck? How you don't
desensitized.
see a problem in this? Your daughter say you're dancing, shaking her ass to some lyrics talking about fucking and sucking, whatever the fuck it was, man.
But you gonna get mad when phone them snatch their ass up in Parkway Gardens and have them in our apartment for 3 months. Until they kill them, so they can't trick on them. This what happened in Chicago, Illinois.
The Lord just killed one of them bitches doing that shit out south the other day. She was sitting in her car smoking a little weed or whatever, and some niggas came up and sprayed the car up on her ass. Then her mama want to get on TV and cry and talk about she was a good woman. Nah, that bitch wasn't.
With that preschool picture,
Nah, yeah, man, that with a
Shanika Banks. Fuck out of here, man. Shanika Banks.
Hey, but what that nigga say? You still got to smoke that baby's part.
Yeah.
You out here, I ain't never hurt nobody. Still got smoke.
Yeah, man. Like this chick I know, you know, I ain't gonna say this dumbass bitch name, but like this chick
But
I
Sean,
know. I'm trying to think of that bitch name.
I don't know.
No, that ain't that bitch. I wouldn't even give a fuck.
I don't know. I just don't.
Yeah. This bitch, you was a black woman, so you know me and her wasn't dealing like that. I just know her. This bitch sitting in the car over there and shit. These niggas fire her shit up. She said, I never seen these niggas a day in my life. They just walked up and fired that bitch up, and she ended up pulling off. She said they shot 8 times and got hit about 4. And the bitch still, so she proud. You know at the end of the season was
5 stops, couldn't stop me.
that
I
bitch
took
now
your
she
smile.
50 cents on Tupac or some shit. She gonna say, I ain't leaving the house without my blick. Bitch, you ain't gonna do shit. You ain't never been in no shootout. You ain't trained to shoot. You ain't never been shot. Bitch, you ain't gonna do shit. You up a pistol on me, I'ma knock your fucking teeth out.
Hey, that's the problem with you bitches, man. When you read Judith, when she picked that sword up, she didn't say, I'm finna kill this nigga. She prayed to the Lord to get her the script to do it, man. You can pull a gun out and freeze up, man. You gonna take a whole life. You women are proud, man. You women are fucking
Leaving the
proud,
house
man.
with my blick.
really
Bitch, you
think
gonna
she
die with
They
it
gonna
on.
hit you with that motherfucking Detroit defense training shit, man.
Y'all stupid.
Just arm your ass, boy.
Niggas like
What's
crazy.
that Carl Winslow breakdown? Look, man.
Say,
These bitches think shooting at a piece of paper the same thing as
It ain't.
when somebody coming at you, man. When your life is
It
really
ain't.
in danger.
You ever heard the phrase frozen with fear?
It ain't. It ain't.
This book of Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the fire of the street.
Your gun ain't gonna save you, bitch.
Right.
Don't pull it on the panic. Didn't take the damn safety off.
Yeah, there's a
Trying
lot.
to
I
buy
was just gonna say that, bro. That's
That's
bro.
what's gonna happen, man.
Shoot yourself in the fucking foot, man. You panicking.
You know what?
You gotta go through all your purse, go
Bitch
through all
first
your
be
makeup
dirty
and
as
shit,
hell,
man.
can't even find the damn gun, man.
Bitch, you just got a full set. Nails. Bitch, you can't even make a sound.
You ran a gun like this.
No. She gonna hurt
Can't even
herself
make a sound.
reaching for the gun. Got them thing that glued on to her there. So when she break that motherfucker,
She in pain now.
Already shot.
Now
Right.
you got your gun and you ready in front of your son.
You gonna rape me? In front of my son.
fuck you, little Joe.
Fuck your boy, little nigga.
Hey, man, you bitches gonna be waking up getting told to put the lotion in the basket, man.
Yeah.
Thinking y'all tough, man.
Get the hose again.
Oh, wow.
Bitch, put the fucking lotion in the basket. He turned up on that bitch. Yeah. Salaki, go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
And the US dollar drying up, man.
Right.
All these programs ain't gonna be able to save you, man. A lot of these bitches out here resorting to what they can do best. That's sell their ass, man.
Man's over.
That's all they got left, man.
Box on the block.
That TikTok, that phone talk, there's a whole section on there. The whole talking about what they be doing, man. It's called the whole talk. That shit is happening, man, because the business drying up, man.
That's that $40 trash.
Trash,
You know,
like
right now, it's still, a lot of you women still comfortable, but there's a lot of bitches already going through it, man. They're already going through it. Lost, confused, they don't know what to do.
Hey, man. And the Lord got y'all
Good for you, you
bag.
black bitch.
Lord got y'all in the trick bag because y'all got pride and don't want to admit what's bad is happening. So all these other bitches really think it's hunky-dory out here, man.
Oh yeah, Drake put that on his song. These bitches faking for social media. They don't take trips. They posted trips they took 5 years ago. They posted bitches. They got a place where you go.
We dig in the crates.
Right. And they got a place you go with, brother. You go in the spot and look like you on an airplane. But actually, it's some random like warehouse and shit. You take pictures like you on flights and shit.
They pay money for that?
There's photo shoots for shit like that.
Yeah, man.
Or they even got the one like they got a hack where they use the toilet seat, a fresh clean toilet seat. They put over a window so it got the shape of it, man.
Green screen, all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they doing all that shit. Wow.
That shit's sick, man.
Yeah, that's what go back to what Jeremiah was saying and whatnot about them competitors. But the females out there where I was working at and whatnot, making that claim, thinking they that, oh, I got this card, I got that card, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna go to the range, blah 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 blah. And it's like, and she saying shit. I heard there was one that there was one out there that wanted to be a man. Obviously. Making all those claims and whatnot. She never approached me on no halfway shit. So she said something one day. I said, no, that ain't how it goes down. It goes down this way. And she stopped. You know why she stopped? Because when I told her that, she was like, damn, my uncle told me the same shit. And he ain't military. I'm like, yeah. So like you said, bitch go free. Bitch go free.
And what you bitches gonna do when that nigga you shoot take that slug and still come at you, man?
Right.
You
Niggas
got a
take
cute,
slugs every
you got a
day.
cute little gun and shit.
Come
You
on,
gave him
man.
a flesh wound. You got a little 22, bitch.
Motherfucking 38.
Caught him with a
That
3-8.
38
Caught
gonna
him with a
knock your ass
3-8. Caught him with a
38
3-8 outside.
That's 38 special.
38 gonna knock your
Pull out
ass
a
down,
PK
boy.
like she tough or something like that.
Yeah, no, you know, 38
Bitch,
special.
no bitch gonna get a high point.
I was just gonna say,
No,
with
no,
the guns in that bitch. I had one, man. That motherfucker.
No, the
Motherfucking
broke
jam
bitch
up
gonna get a
or
high
something.
point and shit gonna jam.
Exactly.
The bitch that took it
Cause
to
it
the
look big. It's big.
The bitch that took it to the damn the shooting range and fucked it up already. The spring ready to break. You ain't got no sense, no, don't get a damn high point.
Not cleaning up none of that shit.
Right.
That's a whole breakdown that go into dealing with them firearms, man. And it gotta be tip top for it to work.
And number one, and what did King David say? I trust not in my sword. I trust
right.
in the name down by
That's
shooting
right.
a shot.
And that's
Very
man,
rare.
the slain tens
Very.
of thousands of men in battle.
That's right.
Engaged in battle. The ass whooping king.
And guess what? He always went to Yahweh while Yahweh shine now. Do I need to, y'all want to do this or no?
That's what
Right?
Samson
You
said.
tell me. You tell me what you gonna do with it.
Samson didn't go in the back and do push-ups, man, when he was chained up and no shit like that.
Hey man, get
He
the
prayed-
Isaiah 13. He's gonna be rapping.
He prayed for the Lord to give him his shrimp
They
back,
gonna
man.
take your gun, they gonna fucking rape you, man.
Right.
They ain't gonna
gonna
put the
be-
gun in your mouth, like the training day. Suck on me. They gonna train day your ass, man.
Remember he did on dead presidents, that wicked ass nigga thinking.
He said the dude that was touching you. Touching on the door.
That was wild, man.
Oh my goodness.
See that dude, the woman there? Go ahead,
This,
bro.
this is the book of Isaiah 13 to 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
That's right.
Verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes.
Yo, king.
Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Ravish.
Ravish.
You seized and raped.
Ravish. With that nigga, I always think that nigga communist. That nigga said, he said your children, he said your son squealed like a pig before he died.
And I believe also,
And your woman,
and I believe
we
also,
ravished them.
I believe also, I do as a female getting ravished on the train, and nobody was gonna start.
Oh yeah. Fuck that bitch. Oh,
But he
see,
raped you
even
back. You trying to defend him.
he go right.
He gonna rape you.
Right. He listen. You're independent. You're strong.
Right.
You want to find somebody that can handle you? He handled your ass. He handled your ass.
About.
All that talking, you can talk all you want. He gonna let you talk.
Right. He handled you. See, and see this shit. That's what shame is coming to these people, man. The Lord is showing these people that they ain't shit, man.
Right.
But it starts off with that queen. Alright, look. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the Spirit of the Lord is moving through the earth. Alright? So hey, listen, we're not gonna be able to come out here and teach these lessons for too long. Right. Because the famine of the word is coming. The doors of mercy, you had something to rock? The doors of mercy are closing. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is fed up. This place, the sins have reached the height of heaven, man. So if you're a so-called Negro, a so-called Latino, a so-called Native American, or somebody that resonate with this word, though you may look like the other nations which scripture refer to as the speckled bird, you know, but you may be an Israelite through the lineage of your father. If you can receive this message, it's time to repent. And for you Aki in this thing, no matter what happened, man, hey, keep on going, keep trucking, endure, and know Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is with you as he was with our forefathers, man. So with that being said, hey, Shabbat Shalom, and call aloud you. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Kamadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us the truth and to the hope of the elect, Akim, endure. Shalom.
Shalom.
Bob, Bob.
Abba, Abba.